Hi, Peter Bernstein, TMCnet.com Senior Editor. I'm here at ITEXPO 2016 at the Broward County Convention Center in beautiful Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're just off the show floor, and I'm delighted that David West Jr., who from Equinox Information Systems, is the Executive Vice President,
right,
has been kind enough to stop by.
Yeah.
Let's talk about A, what you do, and B, what you're seeing in the marketplace right now.
Yeah, well, thanks, Peter. Thanks for talking with me today. So Equinox has been around for almost 30 years. Our product set really is focused on back office solutions for carriers. We do usage analytics, mediation, and fraud management. We really service the tier 2 and smaller market. So, folks from CenturyLink, Windstream, Comcast, Charter, Cox. We're also in the wireless space as well. So, things that we're seeing in the last year or so, certainly, fraud management is a big part of what we do. We continue to see a lot of fraud management needs within the carrier base.
David's being kind. He sat in on a session that we just did on fraud management.
You did a great job moderating that, Peter, and really brought out the point that in a VoIP world, fraud continues to be a significant threat, and so much of that has to do with the ubiquity of access now. That used to be 20 years ago in the TDM world, if you wanted to hack a PBX, you had to have a dial tone and sit there and pound away. Now you can automate all that. So our customers continue to see a lot of fraud and continue to fight that. We've actually just initiated a partnership with a group out of New Zealand that they compile a list of known IRSF test numbers. And it's great products, been on the market for a while, been used by a number of other carriers. We've now fully integrated that into our fraud management solution. So we get all the benefits of our profiling and case management further enhanced with this known blacklist. So that's big news for us. We just announced that actually last week. So that's a big part of what we're doing. The other thing that's been new for us in the last year is getting much more engaged in the whole robocalling, unwanted calling area. Inteliquent is a customer of ours, and we've been working with them on a joint project.
So you know TCPA inside and out.
Well, we're still trying to figure it out. The robocalling thing is a real challenge in a lot of ways, and it's interesting to me. I think carriers tend to be somewhat confused about how they want to approach it. It's a customer service issue. So some carriers, especially larger carriers with a lot of customers that are reaching out to the FTC or the FCC to complain, they feel engaged in it. A lot of smaller carriers feel like they're really not sure what the issue is for them. It doesn't have a direct cost impact. There's some network component to it. So it's really interesting as we talk to our customers, the range of responses from we're very, very concerned about this to we're not very concerned about it. So we're trying to figure out how we can adjust our solutions to be more effective in that area, and then figure out where the market's going and how we can accommodate it.
And it's a frontline issue because you're talking about is there a pre-existing relationship with the customer or not, and are you allowed to call, and what are you allowed to say?
Yeah, absolutely. And the FTC's taken the cuffs off a little bit for the carriers in terms of how they can respond, but it still is a big issue. And it's interesting. It's an interesting issue to me in that it is one that really crosses the wireline, VoIP, cable MSOs, and the wireless carriers all have the exact same issue and all struggle with it in the same way. So it's interesting to see there are different responses, but how it is a similar challenge for all of them.
So you're busy expanding the product portfolio.
Absolutely, yeah.
And what's next?
Well, we are. The other exciting news for our company was that the owners just last fall announced that we were an ESOP program, an employee stock ownership program. So that's kind of next for us is trying to continue to increase the value of the company now that we're all shareholders. So that's good news. I think this year for us is going to be a lot of trying to disseminate out new things that we've created. I mentioned the interface with the database and protector. We've also done a complete overhaul of our user interface for our fraud management system and integrated a lot of new functionality into that. And the product that I mentioned that we've deployed at Inteliquent, we're working to distribute that out to a number of customers as well. So for us, it's really, I think this is going to be a year of really disseminating out new advances to our existing customer base, hopefully growing the customer base along the way.
Anyway, thanks for stopping by.
Yeah,
and
my pleasure,
have
Peter.
a great show.
Thank you very much. Appreciate the time.
My pleasure.